Call this meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence for the armed forces.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Brenda, can we have a roll call, please?
Sure may. Counselor Andrews?
Present.
Counselor Flegel? Here. Counselor Nye?
Here.
Counselor Pearson?
Here.
Counselor Rydell?
Here.
Counselor Scheer?
Here.
Counselor Wilson?
Here.
Mayor Miller?
Here.
We have a full house.
Announcements, everyone. If everyone could please silence all cellular devices during the meeting, thank you. And council members, please remember to turn on your microphones. Special visitors, we have Angelina Marco for the 250th parade will be in attendance to thank council for their participation.
Good evening. First, I would like to thank Palmyra for sponsoring the parade. There were 10 total municipalities who sponsored. However, Palmyra was the only one who showed up. So we had the mayor and council, so everyone got a kick out of that. So I appreciate that. Have a couple things. We have a thank you for your sponsorship. Pass that down. And then programs for whomever would like them. And then lanyards for all of you. So I appreciate you guys showing up and being a part of the parade.
Thanks for inviting us.
Yep.
Thank you, Angelina.
Right. At this time, I'd like to open public comment period number 1. Please step to the microphone, state your name and address for the record, and try to limit your comments to 5 minutes.
Bill Zeiders, 333 East Main Street. I'm here on many concerns. First thing is that I spoke to the Pennsylvania Public Utility Commission today, and they told me these guys running around putting these poles in have no right to come on your property, and that if it's posted, and that they have a right-of-way, but it's 10 to 20 feet from the center of the road. And when I measure my road, and it's 24 feet to the center of the road, so they're 4 feet short before they even start. And this thing of putting the second pole in beside the other one is ludicrous. They're making another place where they're softening the ground for a sinkhole. And on top of it is they're leaving all the concrete lay there. They're cutting people's sidewalks up. They had their truck in my alley, put those legs down for their baskets and that, and cracked my handicapper ramp because they were on it. And they're a bunch of animals. They won't listen to nothing. They think Med Ed thinks they can get away with everything. And the Utility Commission's going to turn it over to the Attorney General for more of an investigation. And he told me that they are not allowed to come on my property. I have it posted private property, no trespassing, because I will let them change the pole, but they will stick the other one back in the same hole. And I've had another issue with them. I don't know if you want to see the pictures, but next door they had a problem, and the pole was leaning ready to fall. So they put another pole in there, and this is how smart Med Ed is. They drilled right through the sewage pipe. But they put the pole in, and the pole it's leaning, they turned around and took a rope and tied around the top of that, tied it to the other pole, and then ran it down and tied it to my fence. And it's been that way for 3 years, and I can't get them to take that pole out. So Med Ed needs to be woken up on what's going on here. And then when you call Med Ed, they're supposed to negotiate with you. All they say is call a utility commission. That's how smart they are. And basically, like I said, if anything come on my property, I will press charges for criminal trespassing. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
Anybody else for public comment period number 1? All right, I'll close public comment period number 1. Consent calendar, approve the July 28th, 2026 Borough Council meeting minutes, discussion on if appropriate.
Motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Action and discussion items. East Ridge Road, Melrose Phase Number 2, Land Development Plan Financial Security Reduction Request. Discussion on if appropriate. Suggested motion to approve a $117,471.28 reduction of the financial security required for East Ridge Road, Melrose Phase Number 2 Land Development Plan from $445,180.83 to a new outstanding financial security balance of $327,709.55 as recommended by the Borough Engineer in a letter dated July 31st, 2026.
Question. In the letter that we got from Ritu, they list several things on the front page. It says, based upon our site visit, we note the following. And there's some things that have not, I guess there's areas of concern, I would say. And I know, I'm not doubting Mr. Nouse's letter or his findings or anything like that. My concern is that we don't know when these things are going to be done. 2 months from now, it could be 4 years from now.
No, it cannot be. No. We will not release the financial security, the final financial security, until these issues are addressed.
But is there a deadline for that?
The deadline will be the finishing of the plan, of the development itself.
But is there an expiration for that, finishing of that plan?
Well, there's no official date.
Okay,
The issue is, they're going to get what they can get done, because the longer it goes, the more expensive it is for
right,
them.
that's my
So
point, that's what I'm
they're
getting
going
at.
to,
So
but
they're saying,
when they ask for a financial security reduction, our engineering firm will look to see, their letter is attached here,
right,
okay? And you
Right.
will see on the back what they say they have done,
right,
okay? Our engineer will take that and physically look at the property, determine if indeed it was done, okay, and to what extent of the cost reduction that actually applies. So our engineer will not release final financial security unless everything is met on the plan.
okay, so. If it goes long enough, could the costs exceed this financial security? I guess that's my concern.
No.
If it drags out long enough and this does not get done,
Well-
and they walk away.
We will be able to pull out what is left of the financial security if it is not done to a reasonable state that is acceptable to our engineer. But we have to release what has already been done, which is why it's done incrementally. This is actually reduction number 3.
Right, I saw that.
So we could have 6 more reductions. It's going to be dependent on them finishing the project and then asking for the reductions. And don't forget, this financial security costs them money. They have to pay for this. So the encouragement is for them to get to the financial reduction to 0. The encouragement is for them to meet all the requirements that have been set by the engineer. we can't get any more money if it's not done. We can only get what's left in the financial security. And all that does is it means if it wasn't done, and they're claiming that the plan was completed, that money that's left in the financial security, we can use to finish what wasn't done. That make sense? Good questions. I mean, because you don't deal with this all the time. It only come before you every so often. So they had to secure the amount of money that the total plan. Here you see, the original amount was $811,000. And don't forget, this is for phase 2. We still have financial security for phase 1. We're not down to 0 on that yet. Anybody else have any questions about it? Because this is not something you get to see all the time, so it can get confusing. Anything else? Do you need anything? Is that everything answered? Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Second it?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, ayes have it. Right. Resolution 2026-27, appointment of Borough Administrator/Treasurer. Discussion on if appropriate. To approve Resolution 2026-27, appointing Christine L. Donahue as the Borough Administrator/Treasurer with starting salary of $37 an hour. She will serve at the discretion of Borough Council until the first Monday of January 2028.
Motion. Second.
Multiple motions by?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you. I'm excited and very grateful for this opportunity, and I look forward to working with all of you and with the residents.
Yeah, thanks.
Excited to be working with you. Budget salary adjustments, discussion on if appropriate. Suggested motion to adjust the salaries of employee 500 from $26.45 an hour to $28.45 an hour. Employee 6,080 from $21.81 an hour to $23.81 an hour. And employee 5575 from $28.92 an hour to $31.20 an hour. And transfer $2,006 from general fund 01.401.111, assistant manager salary to general fund 01.430.112, wages for the purposes of realigning salaries to meet additional job responsibilities.
Motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. That will bring us to reports. I was out walking, President's Report, I was out walking past couple weeks, and I've noticed a significant increase in dog feces around the borough. I just wanted to remind everybody to please pick up your dog's feces and be a friendly neighbor. Mayor's report, Mayor Miller.
Okay, thank you very much. You know, when we got the parade, the announcement today, the amount of work that we did from the Palmyra group into the Lebanon County Parade was exceptional. It was an extremely hot day. I know this is a little bit late, it's a month later, but I want to thank our group for showing up there because we displayed where, as she explained, a lot of other groups did not. So congratulations for all that, because that was pretty pretty obvious, and that was a tough day, but we worked through that. That was great. And some other things happen sometimes, and I will say someone up here that has a letter T in their first name gets a little wacky sometimes. And you might be looking at him right now, it'd be me. And when I get to confer and have a conversation with the council, they really do help me out when I go down some paths sometimes that are wrong, so I want to thank you very much.
Anytime.
Bring us to the financial report.
You have the report as of the end of July for the aging sewer and refuse accounts. I think we're still coming in lower than what we, excuse me. And we're still doing pretty good. And what's really good about that is July is it is a billing month. So you know the first month of every quarter, it's a billing month. So you'll see that you also have the current delinquent, which is going down also. That, you know, every 3 months, that's the one that sticks out to me. It's like, okay, the 180 we're always going after, you know, but it's the ones that don't pay by the end of the first month of the quarter that end up in that column, and we're starting to get people to realize that they have to do it.
Brings us to the fire department EMS report.
You did not see a run report from the fire chief. Hopefully, I believe September, he's starting the new incident reporting software. We got that up and running. So he's going to start that September. Our annual fund drive went out July 18th. You should have received that already. The reminders will go out sometime mid-September, but I'm happy to report we've reached our 50% mark already. We're not even a month into it. Our budget's 84,000, but we are about 46,000 already through the fund drive. So happy to see that number. And we typically get about 14% response on that. So we're hoping for 15% this year.
Thank you. Western Lebanon County Regional Police Department, Chief Winters.
I have nothing unless you folks have anything for me.
Planning Commission, their next meeting will be held on August 26, 2026. Anything from them?
The jury's still out on whether or not we'll need that meeting. Notify the Planning Commission accordingly.
Public Works Department.
Okay, I may not be as young as Elijah, but you have his report in front of you. We are meeting with them continually. Every Tuesday, we have a meeting with our Public Works crew. And this morning, Chris and I had an opportunity to meet with them for an hour or so and talking about some of the different things that need to happen. They are really interested in trying to do more in the parks to highlight them. I know that in the past, council has indicated that to be one of your priorities to highlight our parks. We do have some very nice facilities, but unfortunately, some of them are the best kept secret. So, and we're looking at ways to possibly get together and come up with a game plan on some of the things that we might be able to do in the parks, and then eventually try to find a way to fund them. So, other than that, it's just been routine for them as they're finishing up. You know, the rain has been great, but the rain hasn't been great. So they're chasing their tails again on mowing. Any questions about the report at all?
Of course, give them a thank you from us.
Oh, we will, yeah.
Borough Properties.
Yeah? There's really nothing to report in terms of the borough properties themselves. We've been, well, I will tell you, the municipal building, this pole replacement project has a tendency to take your electricity out for about a half an hour or so until they get things transferred over, or whatever they're doing. I mean, we know nothing about this project. It's a Med Ed thing, so. Well, Saturday, around 12, or 11:45, 12 o'clock, the electricity went out here, but the issue of concern was our generator didn't kick in. So in the meantime now, we're dealing with some repercussions in terms of our door access control system. So we've had to put some service requests in, and we put a service request in for our generator as to why it didn't kick in when the electricity went out. I don't know if it was I don't know why or how or that transfer switch takes place. That's for somebody a lot smarter than me in that particular, venue, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out and make sure it doesn't happen again. I got this email from the chief on Saturday, and by the time I got it, was like, I'm not sure what I'm gonna be able to do about that. The power came back on, but all of our electric clocks were half an hour off. So, hopefully they're done with this particular area and we won't experience that again. Disappointing.
Cemetery.
Well, as Roger always said, it's all quiet, still, dull. And parks, we have, other than what I reported with the fact that we're gonna collectively look at some things and make some recommendations to council, as things that we might be able to improve or include, and hopefully figure out ways to fund them.
Refuse and recycling?
Nothing, I don't have anything there to report. Sewer system, there is a problem at the East Pine Street. We had this issue before, back in the month of March, and it reared its head again, so we are taking the steps necessary to make sure that the resident that is in question with the substances that are showing up in the manhole understands that they're financially responsible for anything that happens to the sewer system based off of their behavior. So we're already have had a courtesy conversation, so.
Sinkholes.
Not even, next?
Only one time. Stormwater management.
Okay, you all received your subsurface and stormwater investigation report that actually was put together by ARM Group. This report is a result of the ARPA funds that we spent when, I don't know if you remember, when they drove around town and banged, all the echoes on the streets and generated all the reports. I provided that to you so you could do a precursory look at this report. My question to you is, would you like Dr. Seaton to come in and talk about it? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, all right. We will invite him to either the next meeting or the following meeting, whatever works in his schedule, to go over that report and you have a better understanding of what it's telling you. I will do that.
Street and alley maintenance?
Our guys are focusing on alleys. Like every 2 weeks, they free up some time and they go out and they do the best they can with the alleys. We give them, as complaints come in or concerns come in, they kind of take them, put them all together, and they come up with a game plan on how to go around and either fill them with cold patch or fix them as best they can permanently. So they've been working on that.
Is the alley between the Palmyra Church of the Brethren and their parking lot? Is that borough?
That's Arch Street. No, Division. That's Division. I believe that's Division Street.
there's at least 3, like boom, boom, boom.
Okay, all right.
And they're kind of hard to stagger.
Is that the east-west alley,
Yes, it's right next to the building.
right next to their building?
Yeah, big parking lot, not the
Yeah.
back parking.
No,
lot,
the big parking lot, okay,
Right off Chestnut.
okay. Add that to our GIS and send it off to them. Perfect.
Traffic signals?
The preventative maintenance was done. Actually, I should say, is being done. You will see CM High out there around our traffic signals. They did the maintenance investigation, sent us the report, and with estimates on to fix everything, and we told them, do it, get it all fixed up, so that way it's up and running like they're supposed to be. So they're in the process of taking care of that right now.
Anything else?
Not that I can think of.
Bring us to the solicitor's report.
Joselle has quite a few things on her plate to get back to us on, and I talked to her the end of last week, and she is working on them, and will have responses back soon.
Zoning and code enforcement. Of the monthly report.
Any questions on it? No. Am I up?
Borough manager's report, yep.
Yeah, I guess I should make that assistant borough manager's report for the next few weeks. Anyway, cell phone plan changes. This was just a note that I put on here to let you know that our current plan with T-Mobile expired at the end of April. We approached them about new phones because government officials and government entities can get phones so many years, and try to work out some type of a deal with them on what we can get and what we have and how much it's going to cost, and we found Verizon Wireless to be cheaper. So we're switching from T-Mobile back to Verizon Wireless. And we also can add a third iPad. Public Works currently has one, Zoning and Codes has one, and we can add a third iPad to our plan for Kim. So that way he has a way to converse with everybody. Hoping to get them soon so I can get that to him, and then he will have some interaction again. But, and it will still be less than T-Mobile, so we're gonna move that way. So we're looking for ways that we can to save as much money as we can wherever we can. And on that note with Kim, I'll just share that Kim's surgery went well. He is feeling good. He came home on Sunday, so, and I get daily updates on the amount of walks he takes a day just to build up his level of endurance. So, doing fine.
No communications? Anybody have any other business? Aaron?
Actually, I do. So, just want to thank Chief. Saturday night, I had a chance to ride along with one of our patrolmen again. And I've heard people out there say before, they're not out, they're out. You don't see them, but they're out there. I mean, I spent from 5 o'clock at night to 3 p.m. in the borough, and there was 4 other officers on duty Saturday night. Thanks again, Chief, for letting me go out with the guys and see what's happening in the borough.
This time I'll open up public comment period number 2. please step to the microphone, state your name and address for the record, and try to limit your comment to 3 minutes.
Bill Zeiters again. I have a couple things that I didn't bring up that I forgot about. One thing is that my question is school board builds out of the township, out of the borough. What's that about? So they don't have to pay the high taxes here in Palmyra? And they're building out, they built out there at South Londonderry. And another thing is with this people working in town here, they've cut the sidewalks out, they threw all the concrete on the sidewalks there and that, they don't put a cone in front of it, they leave open holes and everything else, starting at past times right down through. And every one of them poles you see with an X on it is gonna be replaced, is what they're working on. And I suggested they finish each block as they go and take the old poles out or whatever and that, because I did talk to Mike Blos, and they put poles in front of his place, and he says, how long till they take the other pole out? And the man told him he's seen them there already for 5 years. You know, so something should be done on that fact too. And on Main Street, where they're changing all these poles, we don't have sewage, we don't have none of that. So the water runs down the street, and if it's flood, like mine, it floods up over the sidewalk sometimes, it's going down along around them poles. They're not packed that tight. So they're just creating definite holes for sinkholes all the way down the street. And other than that, like I said, that's two concerns. And like I said, the school board building outside of the thing here, we shouldn't give them nothing then. If they get anything from the borough, it should be cut off. If they can't stay in the borough and build their building and gotta go out like that, that's ridiculous. Now, we got a library that's out there that we can't get to, a kid can't go get out there unless somebody takes them or something like that. Now we got the school board out there, different things like that. And it seems like these people that are supposed to be involved with the town are moving out of it. And also up in front of the old Fulton Bank there's pieces of concrete laying all over. Like I said, they're sawing everybody's sidewalks up and stuff, and just leaving the stuff lay there. They don't clean up. If you like, Tony, if you like, I'll show you some pictures of the different things and that. And nobody wants to look out their house and see 2 telephone poles, 3. And there's another thing on that too. I talked to the Utilities Commission. On my deed, it says I gave them permission for 1 telephone pole on my property, and that means they don't have a right-of-way, they said, because they wouldn't need permission if they had a right-of-way. Thank you.
Thanks, Bill. Anybody else for public comment period number 2? I'll close public comment period number 2. Announcements: Borough Council will conduct its next public meeting on Tuesday, August 25th, 2026, and Tuesday, September 8th, 2026, beginning at 7 p.m. Motion to adjourn.
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.